I'm Trent Shireman, and I'm here with
Sabrina Nelson.
And welcome
to the
Big Red Sports Show. Thank you, guys. I know this is a little bit of a different view than y'all usually have. You know, you're probably missing your, usual Seth and Caden. But we thought we were going to switch it up for the last Big Red Sports Show of the year, actually. And
so sad.
But we're here to basically, go over how football season ended and how, we really miss it.
I know. Our last one.
Yes, as seniors. So I just wanted to start off by, talking a little bit about the student section and what our favorite part of the football games and the environment of the football games were. So
yeah. My favorite part was definitely, just the environment of being with all your friends, everything, Redskin Nation, getting together to, paint up before, the themes, everybody going to Arby's after, just being with your friends and everything, I think is my favorite part, and I'm going to miss that.
Yes, I do love the Arby's because your girl likes to eat. But I think, just the environment in general, it being really loud and us coming up with different chants, being a little creative with them sometimes. And, just seeing, people who make the big plays and what goes on because, it's not always the same person. And so, I just love, the whole environment of the football season, the lights, the stadium, everything.
Yeah.
But, we're going to talk about a little, our Redskin Nation and our favorite themes for this year. So you can go ahead.
Okay.
James.
My favorite theme is very unpopular, but I really did like neon construction. I think no one else liked it, but I liked it. I thought it was interesting. I thought it was colorful. I thought it was fun. So that was definitely my favorite. What was yours?
A very interesting
I'm
choice.
sorry.
My favorite is kind of basic. It's USA Night. You can't go wrong with USA Night. And wait, do we keep going when that happens?
Okay, just keep going.
Oh, okay. Anyways.
They'll cut it out.
Anyways, sorry, guys. Thought y'all needed to listen to that announcement, so we didn't want to interrupt it. But anyways, my favorite is definitely USA Night because I feel like it's a really easy theme to dress out for, and it's really easy to go all out as well. You know, you can wear different colored tutus, face paint, the glasses, the hats, everything. And I feel like everyone, including the fans, go all out for it. So, yeah, you can definitely not go wrong with USA Night.
Yeah. Okay.
Alrighty, I think it's time to bring in our special guests, which y'all have seen before. We have Caden Ridings and Seth Henley. Alrighty, guys.
What an honor.
Welcome back.
It's good to be back.
How does it feel to be interviewed instead of the interviewer?
It's kind of awkward. I feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, I feel out of place here.
Feels different.
All right, that's
Sorry.
not the goal here.
Sorry.
We're trying to make y'all comfortable.
Okay, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, it is a little different with 4 people. We're a little tight in here. But anyways, since, we have some pretty important people on the football team, I wanted to ask y'all a little about how y'all think the football season went. So we're going to start off with the first question. Just go over a little summary of how y'all felt about the season being over.
Well, sadly, yes, the season's over, but it was great. It was the first time since 2019 we went undefeated in the regular season, and we were undersized. It was almost like a corny comeback kid story. We handled our business in the off season. We did everything right. We were committed. We were in a great spot mentally, and all of our hard work paid off. And that's something I can look back on and take a lesson from it, that you do everything right and you're consistent about it, good things will happen. And so overall, it was a great season, and I'm just really glad that I got to experience it with some of my best friends and some of the guys that I'll remember for the rest of my life. That's for sure.
Yeah. To work on top of what he said, my opinion, something rare that doesn't really happen. We're the 12th team ever to go undefeated in Loudoun history, and I just think history like that, stuff like that lasts forever. Along with those memories, those friendships, everything that comes along with football. Football is nice, and I definitely enjoy, and I'm going to miss, going out there and competing and just putting it all out on the field and just, going to war with my brothers and everything like that. But at the end of the day, it all just comes about, what I'm going to miss and, what I'll remember, and that's what's most important to me. So those are the things I'll miss.
Mm-hmm. And I definitely think it was also really important to the fans as well. It was always nice to, leave the the stadium with a smile on our
Yeah.
faces because we never really experienced a loss until that last game. But, I mean, overall, y'all had a really good season. So
Definitely.
it was definitely an honor watching y'all
Yeah.
strive through this year.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and interview you guys like you would usually interview everyone
Yes.
else. So the first question is something that you always ask everyone that comes in, but we're going to ask you guys this time is how do you prepare for your games? Do you have any like pregame rituals, superstitions? Like what are the
All the things.
all the things, you know?
Pre-game, most people are like big music people, but I'm not. I don't really listen to a lot of music just because I really don't ever think to. But aside from music, superstition, I'm really superstitious. So if I play good, I've said this before I think on the show. If I play good in the game before and I'm wearing a certain, I got my drip or whatever I'm wearing, I'm going to wear the exact same thing the next game, like the same style, whatever it is. I'm going to wear the exact same thing the next game until something goes wrong. And then I keep doing that, and I change, little things as we go, but yeah.
Alrighty, how about you?
I don't really have any superstitions. I try not to be that way because if I forget my underwear at home, then my whole world crashes down, and that's not. I like to just try to be confident in my abilities. Just kind of go out there and whatever I'm wearing that day is great. I did dress up every game day, but that was something that I did with my fellow.
We did do
fellow
that.
Big Red Sports Show.
We did do that. A couple of us.
Yeah, a couple of us did.
Sebastian and Charles.
Yeah. But as far as pregame rituals, apart from dressing up, I always took a lap around the school after we ate. Pregame meal, I just kind of wandered around, just being the happy wanderer, I guess.
Yeah,
Just
taking it all in.
taking a stroll, dude. Looking at the trophy cases, and we got a big time trophy in there, so that was great.
Mm-hmm.
But apart from that,
Yeah, well, leading into that, another question that we have that y'all have frequently asked others is what do you see from, like, your perspective that others don't?
Want me to start?
go for it.
I will start. Let's see. From my position on the field, I'll talk about defense. Safety. As a safety, this year I was more of a walk down safety. I was, able to play more of the run, and sometimes as a safety, when they run the football, it's just kind of different because I'm really feeling a hole if something goes wrong in a way. Now, there's plenty of times where I have a job and, I'm getting outside to stop them from running it outside or, something like that. But most of the time with football being such a teamwork sport, it's just like you feel as a walk-down safety, you feel more included. And then when you play back in coverage, something that the fans don't see is that, when you take off running, if the team runs their receivers down the field and we go with them, it's a lot harder to run, play the run because then it almost knocks us out of the play.
Yeah.
And then so it really at that point, fans don't realize, some do, but some don't, that at that point it becomes like a 7-on-6 game just right there at the line. Linemen, linebackers, and then linemen,
all guys versus
quarterback,
their
running
guys,
back. Yeah. So that's one thing.
I'd have to agree with Caden. We do play different positions on defense. He's more of a walk-down guy, kind of a linebacker / safety, and I'm more just a man on an island corner, guarding the best receiver, best athlete in the field a couple times. And that gets really difficult, especially when you're playing both sides of the ball. All right. I was confident in my athletic abilities, but when you're tired and it's a crucial moment in the game, you start to feel that pressure, and so that was something that maybe people in the stands kind of understood, but they never really felt. Also on offense, I think Xavier alluded to this earlier in the show. Another episode, he talked about they don't really see us setting blocks because they're focused on who has the ball. But a big part of our job as receivers, me and Caden and all the other guys, is blocking for our running back and blocking for Bronson when it's a designed quarterback run. And that was something that I thought me and him especially took pride in because it makes it harder on the defense. So that's something that I don't think people really pay attention to, which is okay because everybody likes to see who has the ball in their hand. And that's great.
I just wanted to add on to that too. When you mentioned the blocking, I also like the feeling of, like when you go block for someone and like you lay that block and then you see them run,
Run right
behind
by
you,
you.
like
Yeah.
you did your job,
Mhm.
and like when you feel like you can do that for your team and it feels like an accomplishment
Yeah,
because you're just doing your job.
We were
and
so
when it works out-
complimentary because we loved playing with each
Yeah,
other.
exactly.
Set blocks and have our guys run behind us and score.
Yep.
Alrighty. I'm so glad that y'all could little talk about this a little
Yeah.
bit more.
I didn't understand all those
Yeah.
words, but that's okay.
It's all right.
Moving
I hope
on.
y'all will.
Moving on to the next question. What is y'all's favorite pregame meal that you are given before games?
There's a bunch of good ones.
Pre-game meal?
I eat a lot of chicken. So
Yeah, chicken's good.
I like the grilled chicken with the green beans. Douse my chicken in
potatoes.
honey mustard. I usually don't eat the mashed potatoes, but I like the roll and the green beans with the grilled chicken. That's my favorite, I think.
So is it prepared for you here, or is it like fast
Well,
food?
when we go away, it's
No.
fast food usually.
Okay.
But here it's prepared very, very intricately by Charles's mom. We've had him on here by a couple other mothers of the football team, and Melinda, who gets a big shout out. She's been here for a very long time.
Always taking care of us.
Yes,
Somebody
so-
always
But
does.
I would have to say probably the grilled chicken, just because it's good for you. The green beans that are just there to kind of help you out, eat your veggies or whatever.
Yep.
And then usually what comes with that meal is banana pudding.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Oh, man.
That's where it's at.
Love
No,
that
I
banana
forgot
pudding.
about the banana.
I was going to say, you're not going to
forgot
mention
about the
that's
banana
your favorite
pudding.
thing.
Yeah.
And we always got like big chocolate chip cookies, which,
I can't believe I forgot.
God, man, I would eat so much. Like most guys wouldn't eat that much. They'd eat kind of light,
Before the game.
afraid of their stomach. No. I was tearing into every bit of what they gave me. It's free food, man. You
Yeah, exactly.
gotta go for it.
I feel like a banana pudding is a staple in any meal. Just saying that kind of made my mouth water,
Oh yeah,
just
it
a
was
little
something
bit.
that we look forward to just as much the games. That's for sure.
Well, the importance of y'all's team and, the man who got y'all here, Coach Herrick. So, he's a very expressive guy. We like hearing him talk. He's been on the show before. But what is y'all's favorite phrase of Coach Herrick's?
He has a lot.
Oh,
He's a smooth
gosh, there's
talker.
so many. I feel like he's just, I'm not calling, Coach Eric, if you're watching this, I'm not calling you old, but you're old enough to have some wisdom, so you have a lot of the older
Too much wisdom
generation. Yeah, a
sometimes.
lot of the older generational sayings, and, they make me giggle. So,
Well, I gotta think about one. Okay, you
make
want
me
to go
giggle.
first?
I don't know. You kind of just have to go with the simple one. What is it? Nonetheless?
Yeah,
All the time
nonetheless.
when he's talking. That's a classic. Yeah. Nonetheless, after, gosh, I hated to hear
We'll
that
say
one. I'm pretty sure.
nevertheless, too.
Nevertheless, nonetheless, those are good ones, but those are kind of simple. I can't think of one
I
off the
just
top of my head.
can't think of one. I can't.
There's just too many.
There's so many.
It's just
There's a lot.
overloaded.
He's just like, I
You
don't
can
know.
name a few.
I love when he's like, "What are you doing?" Like, "What are you doing?"
Oh, when he gets mad, he
That's really
comes up
funny.
with a lot of different stuff.
Or he's like, cusses, throws his hat down.
Cusses. Coach Eric don't say bad words. Cusses. But
Yeah.
my
What
favorite,
am I talking about?
I just thought about it. My favorite is probably when he yells, "Dang it," but he curves his hat to the side. So like the famous picture
Yeah, that's a
of the
signature.
LC game, "Dang it," and he'll turn his hat to the side, throw his paper down or something, whatever it is.
Yeah, like DeMarcus would mess up or something.
Yeah.
He'd just turn his hat
Hat to the
sideways and start
side.
walking.
Yep.
We'd all know, like, he would say something without saying something, and that was funny because we all knew him so well.
Yeah.
And so we had a great bond with him.
Yeah.
I think we all got a glimpse of, the little hat turn,
Yeah.
little tantrum he can throw
Yeah,
sometimes.
He does throw tantrums.
But, there's multiple Herricks on the team, so.
Oh yeah, the Loudon football program is littered with the Herrick bloodline. You got
It's great, though. They make us
yeah.
who we are.
yeah, and they
Shout
know
out to
football.
J-Mo.
Yeah.
Shout out Jameson.
They know football so well. You got Coach Herrick's wife who helps out sometimes, and then you got both
The
of Coach
concessions,
Herrick's.
yeah.
Both you got both of Coach Herrick's sons coaching offense and defense. And
After playing here themselves.
yeah, after playing here, and especially Keaton being he was a very, very good quarterback when he played. So
Yeah.
he gave Bronson a different perspective and definitely a younger look. So that was good. That helped him throughout the year. Those guys are going to do great things. They're going to get better at it. They're going to learn from
yeah.
their dad.
Oh, yeah, big time.
It'll be good.
Yeah.
They'll lead the way.
Okay, well, moving on from Loudon Sports, do you guys have a favorite professional sports player, and why are they your favorite? Do you look up to them? Is there anyone professional you look up to, or?
Yeah. Mine would be baseball players, though, because that's my favorite sport. So I would say, I mean, since I was little, I hate that he ended up, signing with a different team. But Freddie Freeman, he's now on the Dodgers. But when he was on the Braves in the MLB, for anyone wondering, he, I don't know, he was just always, like, very humble. He still is. He's very humble, the way he carries himself outside of the game. And then, man, he's just good. Like, if anyone got to watch the most recent World Series, Freddie Freeman went absolutely crazy and hit, like, I don't even know how many home runs in a row. I think it was four in a row in the World Series this year, but he had also played in the last World Series he was in. He had also hit 2 in a row in his last at bat, so it was like 6 in a row he had hit in the World Series. So yeah,
Nice.
it's pretty good.
Professional football players. I'd have to say probably the young sophomore QB, C.J. Stroud. He's humble, he's honorable, and he's really, really technical. He's good, and he's
Dedicated.
very dedicated.
Yeah.
And he talks about his faith a lot. I like that. He's not afraid to, talk about that.
He does that a lot on TV, on interviews. He's not scared to. I agree.
Favorite professional athlete? I'm gonna get so much shade for this, but I gotta say LeBron.
Ooh,
I gotta say LeBron.
it's taken a lot for me. Like I
He's
could,
in the back over here.
I could really take off my headset and just kind of leave.
Yeah.
But
Me and Caden have had arguments about this before, but I'm not gonna change my answer. He's been around ever since before I was born. My brothers loved him. He's super crazy athletic still, and I like when he gets some fast break dunks. That just gets me hyped. So
No, I don't. So
Caden doesn't. Caden's still in the 90s.
Well, before y'all get into a little cat fight back here,
Yeah, let's change it up.
we're going to move on a little bit. So, being on the football field, it's not all about, your speed, your athletic, ability. There's a lot more to that. It's more like your character. But, one of those categories is, this question kind of makes me laugh, but what is the most y'all have lifted?
Uh-oh.
I don't know.
During
Kinda
the
outing y'all
off
out
season, I was squatted we lifted pretty hard in the spring, and I squatted 315 for 4. But that was
I should have went first.
I'm sorry about that. But that was we never really lifted heavy during season, so that was about it as I can think of. But
Me, I don't like bench press, so we won't even go there. I don't know if you do, but I'm terrible at it. But squat, I honestly really don't know an exact number. I know it's upwards closer to 300, somewhere up there. I can't remember. I know I've done 265, but I know I went higher. At least I thought so. But somewhere around there.
Well, yeah. Sorry, that one's on the list. Thought it would be a little
calling us
interesting.
out there.
I know. I'm so sorry, you guys.
Yeah,
It's all
exposing me.
Okay, it's okay.
all
We'll
right.
move on.
We know Miss
Moving
Peterson
on.
wrote these questions.
Getting down to the last questions, what is your favorite memory from the football season?
Oh, I have so many. I literally have so many, and it's not just from this season. It's from all 4 years. Even when I was a freshman and didn't really contribute much, I still loved winning all those games and looking up to all those new guys coming into high school. But if I were to pick one, I'd have to say winning the region championship at Red Bank on Halloween night, just because We knew the stakes were high.
Yep.
And we didn't have a good practice that week. I remember we weren't ourselves that week. We weren't all there during game time, and they ended up coming up on us, and they were up at halftime. So us prevailing through that game and winning, capitalizing off of a great season it was just the best feeling. It was the best feeling.
Yeah.
And just the bus ride back was even better.
Yeah, I agree. You know, that was definitely an experience. A lot of people would probably guess that we had St. Lenore City game, which that's definitely up there. But that was a dogfight, and that was more of a lower scoring game. I mean, the rivalry made it insane.
Awesome, yeah.
But it was, still never forget it. But that Red Bank game is also my favorite memory. Rare occurrence. We both scored, which never happened a lot at the same time in one game.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it was definitely a memory, from fighting our way back, both of us scoring, getting in there, playing good defense and, figuring out how to adjust and, being able to, face a little adversity and come out with the win. I think that was big, and I always remember that. The celebration, running around the field, and then, Coach Herrick, like, hey, everybody, line up, we're going to take a picture. And then here they come with the jugs. And just
all over.
Soaking
we were
wet.
Soaked, man.
So
on the bus, just sitting and
yeah.
soaking water
Yeah, I
and
heard
sweat.
y'all's bus rides are pretty intense sometimes.
Fun.
Yes. Well, anyways, I feel like that's a good question to end on.
Think so?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so too.
Well, I'm
right.
glad that y'all could be the stars of the show this time to help us, wrap up the talk of the season. So, anyways, I think that's it for today.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank
Well,
you.
I'm Traylon Shireman. I'm here with.
Sabrina Nelson
We'll see you next time.
on the
Big Red Sports Show.